Welcome back. Our final tipping point tonight is short and sweet. Democrats are screaming hysterically that people are going to die if Congress repeals Obamacare, but that's simply not true. I don't say this just out of partisan disagreement. They're actually just factually wrong. Let's take a look. These are the real Obamacare numbers. I'm going to bundle them as simply as possible because we need to remember them. We all need to be able to articulate them as clearly as possible when Democrats hurl false numbers at us and fear-mongering packaged as false numbers. So here we go. This is the Democrats' claim. 20 million Americans will lose their health care coverage if we repeal Obamacare. People will die. Republicans are meanies and monsters who don't care. In fact, since 2013, that's the year Obamacare was fully rolled out, 14 million people got covered because of Obamacare. Of that 14 million, 11.8 million people were put on Medicaid. That's 84% for you math geeks. 14 million minus 11.8 million, that equals 2.2 million people who got coverage because of Obamacare. Not exactly 20 million, 2.2 million. A far lower number, by the way, than the millions of Americans who lost their health care coverage because it didn't meet Obamacare standards. Oh, and here's a fun fact. Of that 11.8 million people who were put on Medicaid under Obamacare, anywhere between 2 and 7 million of them would have qualified for Medicaid without Obamacare anyway. But let's talk about Medicaid really quickly. You know how part of Obama's promise about Obamacare was affordable health care, access to health care, and quality health care? Well, the University of Virginia did a study that found that Medicaid patients experience significantly lower quality of care than either uninsured patients or privately insured patients. Of 8 surgical procedures they studied, Medicaid patients were more likely to die and more likely to experience complications. And the scary part is Congress knew about this before they passed Obamacare. They knew Medicaid patients receive poor quality health care, and they still passed Obamacare, which they knew would funnel millions of Americans to that program. So is it Republicans who don't care about people's lives here? The 20 million number is false, plain and simple. Nobody's going to be left in the dirt after Obamacare is repealed. Next time you hear that claim, you know what to say. And that's my final point tonight. You can reach me on Twitter at Liz_Wheeler. If you liked the show, please send me an email at oann.com/contact. Don't forget, if you missed an episode of Tipping Point, you can now go back and watch the archives up to 2 weeks ago on cloudtv.com. There are 2 weeks worth of episodes saved there, cloudtv.com. In the meantime, catch us live here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, and until then, have a good night.